ever been scared to try something new? More often than not, we don't know what obstacles lie ahead of us in life, but usually there are others who are there to encourage us and guide us through these difficult times. Hi, my name is Tia Pavlovich, and I believe that I have to listen to the encouragement of others to find the power to face your fears. Everyone has fears that they have to overcome. In 5th grade, one of my biggest fears was having to transition into middle school. This meant all new friends, new teachers, and a new campus. For 8 years, I'd grown up with the same people at the same school. I knew every teacher, every classroom, and every student. Being an introverted person who was comfortable with where I was, moving to St. Matthews was a scary change that I was not ready to accept. When late August came around and the transition was right around the corner, I was still very scared and anxious about the new year. Then my parents sat me down and told me that I needed to be strong and accept that I was going to new school. They told me that the next year would be fun and full of opportunities. They assured me that I would most likely make great friends this upcoming school year. Their words of wisdom really sunk in, and slowly I found my excitement for this school year to start growing bigger than my fear. Looking back, they were totally right. My 6th grade year was made up of memorable moments with great friends. Today, being an 8th grader means I have to move on to high school next fall. And that means the process I went through to face my fears before 6th grade is going to start all over again. New friends, new teachers, and a new campus. This is scary to think about, but not as much as it was before. Now I can remind myself that in 6th grade, if I hadn't been encouraged to step outside of my comfort zone to meet new people, I wouldn't have the amazing friends that I have today. Those friendships gave me new confidence, and I know we will stay friends, even if we go to different schools. Now I have them, plus my parents, to encourage me as I face my transition to high school, and I already feel braver. Thanks to my parents' help, I got over my fear of 6th grade in just a few short weeks. But there are other fears that take more time to overcome. This happened to me 3 summers ago when I went to New Zealand with my ski team. This was a ski trip, but we also had the chance to do some really fun activities such as jet boating and bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. There are many people in the world who would prefer to keep their feet on the ground than jump 43 meters down with a 3-second free fall. I was one of those people. I was completely terrified, and I was the only person in my entire group who didn't jump. No matter how much I tried to convince myself, I couldn't get myself to do it. I was sad and disappointed that I'd let my fears take over, and I let them get in the way of experiencing something new. So when I came home from New Zealand at the end of the summer, I was determined to go back so that I could jump off that bridge. I wasn't gonna let my fears stand in the way. I wasn't gonna let my fears stop me from having fun, and neither were my friends. I was fortunate enough to get the chance of following summer, and over the course of that long year, the determination to jump off the bridge had turned into fierce stubbornness. When I landed in New Zealand, all I could talk about was how I was definitely going to jump off with all my friends. I told everyone I was going to jump, that way I wasn't able to back out, even if I tried. I was going to do this, and no one was going to stop me. However, as the days got closer and closer, I found myself getting anxious about it again. I wondered what had happened to the determination I had, and if I was actually going to let this opportunity pass me by. Finally, bungee jumping day had arrived, and I did not want to go through with it. I was just going to have to accept the fact that I was one of those people who preferred to stay on the ground. Luckily for me, my team knew just how badly I wanted to do this, and so they supported my decision to jump by doing all they could to encourage me. They reminded me of what I really wanted and talked me into the harnesses. All I could hear while standing at the edge of the bridge was, "Go Tia, and you can do it, Tia." Their words of encouragement empowered me and brought me back to the determination I had throughout the year. So with the loving support of my team, I jumped. I was finally able to say that I, Tia Pavlovich, have bungee jumped off a bridge in New Zealand. It was an amazing experience, and in the end, I'm so glad that I went through with it. In fact, after it was all over, I wanted to jump again. Now I know that everyone is afraid of something, but as long as you have the people to lean on, you can push yourself to do anything. In the scripture that Luke read for us today, the Israelites were very scared. They were afraid of the Egyptians, and they were worried about what the future held for them, or if they even had a future. Moses told the Israelites to have trust in the Lord, who would lead them to safety. Suddenly, God reminded Moses that he had the ability to part the sea, to lead the Israelites from the Pharaoh's army and into safety. Moses listened and parted the sea. The trust Moses had in God empowered him and gave him the ability to do something that he was scared of. And the trust the Israelites had in Moses helped him step off the dry land and walk into those frightening high walls of water and into safety. In the same way, we need others to help us find the power and courage deep inside ourselves in order to push ourselves and accomplish scary things. When I was scared to go to a new school, my parents helped me feel safe outside of my comfort zone and gave me the ability to conquer my fear. When I was scared of bungee jumping off a bridge, my teammates were there to support me and guided me through that paralyzing obstacle. Coming out on the other side of both those fears, I can say that I've become a better person for conquering those things that scared me, but I couldn't have done them alone. We have all accomplished many scary things. Maybe you were once afraid of the dark, or learning to swim, or sleepovers. We have all overcome countless fears, but life will surely bring us more scary situations. Although that may sound intimidating, I know that we'll be able to face those fears, especially if we listen to the encouragement of our family, friends, and teammates. When we go outside of the box and try new things, we can learn more about our boundaries and who we are as people. More often than not, you'll be happy you experienced something new. Maybe like me, you'll want to bungee jump all the time. Thank you.